Welcome to WROL Broadcast. I am Hate Mail. With me today we have DaBoy.
Yo, 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 what's up, everybody?
And we like to have DaBoy when it's Lantern months. And since Tootie wanted to take the lead with, what's her name, Indigo, we had to get DaBoy on for the other ones. Though I probably should have had Tootie on for John Stewart Green Lantern because he's the only person in the game that really likes him. Which
The
means,
only person.
which means he's pretty bad. So that is usually par for the course. So,
Poor Tootie.
yeah, poor Tootie.
At
So
least he's got soft skin.
yeah, he does have soft skin, and I'm still have not got my gems. I did buy the one Olay. I missed all the rest. Got the one Olay. Did the dispute for the 53,000 gems. I had all my purchased during the right time, did everything right. They sent me the 1X payout for 13,000 gems.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm still
I'd be
fighting.
so mad.
I've never, every time, the stupid Tapjoy, I never get my payout. It makes me so mad. So
mad.
Waiting on.
I'm gonna switch to Android so I can just play games.
Yeah, and get 50 billion gems. It's ridiculous. But anyway, we're wildly off topic. So back to John Stewart Green Lantern. What's your just overall thoughts of this second and third rework?
To be honest with you, I was really excited when it was announced that he was getting another rework. I was like, cool. Maybe they can finally make him the powerhouse that he used to be at Gear 10, right? Because, I mean,
he was
before
good
the
then.
Gear 11, dude, he was like a terror before Gear 11 came out. And then Gear 11 came out, he got super power creeped, and he just, like, doesn't do anything great. Like, his turn meter down is like a random 16%. Like, he doesn't do a lot of damage unless he's almost dead, but with all the powerful blues out there, he pretty much just skips that almost dead phase and just goes to dead. So I was really excited.
That's the funny thing. There really isn't that many. I mean, other than a handful of really strong blues, I feel like blues are by far the weakest class.
Well, yeah,
Or
but
affinity.
I mean, the blues that can kill him, I mean, you're looking at, like Wonder Girl, Alan Scott,
Cheetah.
Who else? Cheetah just one-shots him, right? Black Adam one-shots him. Hippo can if she crits, she can one-shot him, right? The new Black Hand. Oh, by the way, you got your special death immunity. Well, now that doesn't matter, right? Like, so he's just a bummer. So, anyways, I was excited when it was announced that he was getting his, by the way, second chance of fixing him. And then it came out, and he's as bad or maybe even worse.
Well, it's those stupid 50% gates because they just don't work. When we saw his kit, we were strongly advocating that they change it to non-50% gates. It should have been shield gates like it was back in, I think it was like very early. He had shield gates.
Or here's what you do. You know what would make him excellent? You can keep the 50% gates. Keep everything. Give him a cheat death.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do.
That would work too.
That's all you have to do. Guarantee that he gets to that point. Now, if you bring heal immunity or something like that, cool. Then he just dies. But that means you have to plan for it. When I see a John Stewart, it's like, okay, cool. Like, I'll just leave him for last. It doesn't really matter. He's not going to do anything. He doesn't, like, do anything.
Yeah, I have zero fear of him. Zero.
You know that meme where it's like the stick poking the thing? It's like, do something. Like, that's what I feel like when I see John Stewart.
Would you give him a C or a T trash?
Oh, to quote my good friend Luke, you can back the truck all the way up.
I almost feel like I want to put him in the trash can. Like, I feel like he's a low C more than trash because he's semi-usable and but after the C, I almost want to put him in the trash.
But I think like he was a C tier before.
Yeah.
And then he got a rework, and he's not even marginally better.
Yeah, I don't notice really any difference. Like, I really can't tell the difference.
Like, the only thing I was talking to Hawkeye about it, actually, I think it was this morning or last night, the only, like, fun interaction is, like, you beef up Guy Gardner before Guy Gardner gets enraged, and then he just goes nuts because he gets the empowered strength ups.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the empowered strength ups is really the only benefit that they gave him, because at least that, it keeps the buff count down. That's really a little bit more damage. Not much. I mean, it's very unnoticeable until he hits that gate, which, like we said, is very hard to hit. And now a word from our sponsor.
Howdy, folks. Merle Nelson here. I'm sure you never expected to hear me on WROL, but here I am. That's because I love cowpoking, mobile games, and good podcasts. And if you enjoy a good listen now and again, might I suggest you check out Atlantis After Dark? Yeah, I know, they're the other DCL podcast, but I think they're pretty darn good. And I ain't just saying that because I happen to be on it. Alright, I am just saying that because I'm on it, but I'd think kindly of you if you stopped by and gave us a listen. We're always finding new ways to give back to our audience, and we work hard to entertain you. So swing on over and tell them Merle sent you. Until next time, this is Merle Nelson saying, happy trails, amigos, and thanks for checking out WROL. Yippee-ki-yay.
So let's talk about Legendary Order, because I haven't really looked at it too much. I want to say that I'm kind of torn on what would be the best ones for him. I kind of think that his 3 might be the one you want to go with, because it's easy to hit the shielded gate.
Yeah, you
and the 30% extra damage
out there nowadays. Yeah,
and for sure. That does okay damage. So it's kind of what I had listed first. I'm not sure if you agree with that, but
I would say 3 first. Yeah.
And then
I'm like looking at these and I'm like, 3 is the best one.
And then I think his 1 is probably still one Second. You want to get, because if you can get the gate, that's where he actually does damage.
Yeah, you want the extra crit chance, right? So you want to be able to do the extra damage if you can hit that gate, if you can hit that sweet spot.
And then I had his, and then I kind of left that as, that's really all you need is L2 if you plan to use them. And then I went with his 2 next because I feel like that's the next most useful one.
Yeah, I'm looking at his 4 and 5 right now, and it's like I would rather take the 2 third because you can kind of give that where it's needed in the match. And then I would say probably like 4 is next, and then 5 is last, because like 1 crit chance up is not going to make that big of a difference.
Yeah, 1 crit chance up really does almost nothing. So. And
it's only a 45% chance if he's below 50% health. So it's really like a 50% of a 50% chance. That's bad.
So is there any teams that you would recommend him to be on that would make him semi-useful?
Yeah, actually it's a really good team, actually. It starts with bench and ends with warmers. He's probably the team captain. Because he's a lantern, he gets to be the team captain of the bench warmer squad.
Do you know what team Judy uses him on that he actually likes him on?
What?
I don't know. I'm asking you. What team is that?
I don't, actually. I think he runs him with his Raish and Hush team, doesn't he?
I don't think so. I thought it was a different team.
Oh, no, he runs Indigo with his Raish and Hush. I don't know, actually, what he runs him with. I know Doom runs him with Giganta.
Yeah.
Which I guess there's been some marginal success there. I haven't seen it work, but...
Yeah, I mean, because she gets low, then it can get John Stewart doing stuff, and then he can shield, and... Yeah, I could kind of see that. I mean, there's some limited teams you can kind of mess around with. I mean, might be okay with cheat death characters, so he can give some of the allies.
Yeah.
But the problem is,
at that point,
you really want, if you were going to do that though, you need to make it so that your other teammates.
But like, if you want a green character, I'm just going to say this, and John Stewart was like one of my favorite tunes in the game from like the beginning, right? Yeah. Just because he was like awesome, I really liked him. He was actually the first character that I like bought a bunch of like gem packs. Not the dollar, but I like spent a lot of gems on buying his packs. But if you want a green character that does an AoE turn meter down and gives empowered strength ups, there's no reason to bring John Stewart, because Kilowog exists and he's way better.
Yeah, I love Kilowog. So
if you want a green character that does physical damage, has an AoE turn meter down. Oh, by the way, Kilowog's way faster. So there's not really a lot of slots to put him in. I mean, Tootie might have some magical comp with him, but besides that, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't even use him in Siege.
I've used him only a handful of times, and only for his turn meter down, and that's just to use him as a bonus toon.
I have 3 losses in this Siege, and all 3 of them were when I brought John Stewart against teams with 3 reds, and I lost.
Yeah, he's a disappointment. I hate when they do a second rework and they don't make them better.
And I mean, he's a damn sniper. Sorry, he's a dang sniper in the military. Why does one of his? I get that the Gatling gun can miss, but like his basic, there should be some sort of precision on the character where he can't miss. If you put a can't miss on his basic, guess what? He becomes a B to A tier at least, just because of that. He can
honestly, his AoE should be can't miss. I mean, he could be the first character with a can't miss AoE, and it wouldn't make any. Like, he would still be a lower tier character. It would just at least give him more of a purpose.
Put some kind of precision on the character that makes it worth bringing, right? It's rough. It's rough, man. It's rough playing with him. I don't have a lot of good words for John Stewart.
Well, with that, we will wrap it up. If you want to get a more positive review, even though I don't think he's going to be super high on him, check out 2D toon that he'll do on him if he hasn't already released one. I honestly am not positive. So he may have more positive things if you're looking for ways to use him in, want to use him. But if you want just the overall review, probably not worth Garen.
Yeah, no.
And with that, we will sign off, and Star Sapphire is next.
Hi, this is Renee Sylvia 88, DC Legends moderator. Thank you for listening to this episode of WROL Broadcast. If you like the show, please check out patreon.com/WROL Broadcast and find out how to get cool perks. DP was worried about the coronavirus, but we reminded him that this wasn't a computer virus.